In today's video, we'll be diving into the world of AI-powered investment analysis. Imagine having a powerful tool that can analyze mountains of data, identify hidden gems, and predict future market trends. That's the magic of AI. And in this video, we'll show you exactly how to use it to skyrocket your client success and become an investment powerhouse. Today's session is a case study session slash learning how AI is implemented in doing investments and then analyzing investments. So it'll be quite interesting. We'll look at some real estate examples, and then we'll go off and look at some other case studies from other industries. And the examples we'll look at are examples that can be applied to your real estate business. So it's all applicable and relevant. So today we'll look at how you can adopt the investment analysis approach using AI and how that can benefit both yourselves and your customers. So let's get started. The main things to pick out from today's session is I'd want you to understand the benefits of using AI for investment analysis. I want you to learn about some real world examples that I'll touch on today, gain some insights into how you can implement the investment analysis solution within your business, the results that some have had and some best practices ideally. And then finally, we'll explore how you can adopt a similar AI solution within your business. So hopefully that's what you are expecting to get from today's session. Let's get started. So AI is transforming real estate industry and it's enabling data-driven decision-making and predictive analytics, and also personalizing the client experiences. Those are the key benefits of AI in real estate and particularly in any industry, really. But the key thing is for you as a real estate professional, I'm sure you'd be wondering how the solutions that I've already discussed in previous sessions would benefit your business. So we'd use case studies to explain how AI is actually driving better experiences and better results. Now, in every session, I almost talk about the amount of data that AI looks at and the benefit of AI. So at a very high level, when AI is mentioned, yes, it's artificial intelligence and it's a system that's been trained to reason like a human being. But the key thing is that training is based on vast amounts of data, and you are training the machine to look at in some cases wide-ranging data points and data parameters, and using the knowledge that is gained from all of those data points to come up with a result. So you're expecting the AI solution or the machine learning solution to be able to take some inputs in and then generate a result. So when we say it's predicting the future trends, it's all based on previous data. And that amount of data that it looks at is huge. It's tons and tons of data, terabytes and terabytes of data. And right now you look at some of the latest models coming out, you see 17 billion parameters and stuff like and those types of values. And that's just to give you an idea as to the amount of information that's used to train those machine learning models. Then the key thing is it also, through looking through that data, it's able to assess risks, and it's all based on patterns and probabilities and coming up with a number that would then be highlighted to you for you to then make a decision, or if it's programmed into the AI solution, it will come up with a recommendation for you. So ultimately, this saves the agent's time, saves you time, saves your client's time, and everybody feels empowered if they all have access to the same models. So the benefits of using AI for investment analysis are twofold, and the two areas we'll look at are the benefits for you as an agent. The key thing is that you're able to identify potential and able to identify opportunities in properties and in in anything that's been presented to you for sale or for rental. It also places you in a position where you're informed from a data standpoint whilst negotiating with your client. You can provide the evidence as well, which will be data driven. So it's not a case of conjecture or guessing, but it's all data backed. Then from your client's standpoint, they would understand that the information you're providing or the information they have access to gives them a lot more knowledge and confidence in the decision they're about to make. And if they finally make a decision, it will be data backed rather than based on some expert who's using subjective information. The whole key thing is to be objective in making these decisions. So how do we put this into action? I'd like to describe a scenario. So imagine you're one of a couple seeking to buy a rental investment property, and you're thinking about a property that would give you a long-term capital appreciation as well as rental income today. How do you know which property to go for if you're presented with many opportunities? Or even if you're not presented with any opportunities, where do you start? So in the UK, there's a tool called Property Data. That Property Data tool has options that will show you trending areas. Now, trending areas would be based on historical performance, which you can surmise is already history because it's looking at historical information. Now, where AI comes in is it's able to predict what is likely to rise in the future, as opposed to telling you what has risen and for you to catch the tail end of something that's already passed. So that's the AI advantage. It's looking at historical data. It's able to tell you the next place that's going to grow based on historical data. And it's able to tell you this or predict this even before that growth is detected by the standard data that's out there, like what you get from the publicly available information or the data from the banks. And then all of this data will be driven by would help drive your decision making. So as that couple, you'd use the tool I've just mentioned, Property Data. You'd use it to find areas that are likely to grow in the future, and then you look at the rental income that's in that area, look at in rental income projections, and look at the capital appreciation potential. So combining all of those things, you're then presented with the opportunity to make a data-driven decision. So you know what the rentals that are likely to be currently and what they're likely to be in the future, the capital value of the property you're about to rent, and then the future. And then the final things, you'd know whether the price that's being presented to you for that property is a good price, or if it's overpriced, or even if it's underpriced. And then if you have a choice of multiple locations, you can use the same AI tool to determine which one's the best one to go for. So in terms of the features that AI tools would open up to you, firstly, if you're using AI for investment analysis, you'd want it to have these 4 key areas or these 4 key features. The tool must be able to present you with the opportunity to do market analysis. You should be able to value properties based on the data that it's presenting you with, or it should be able to do the valuation and then present you with a number. And then it should be able to highlight to you what the risks are likely to be with each investment. Whether the numbers are great or not, there is still some risk involved in each investment. So it should be able to highlight what those risks are for you to make an informed decision. And then finally, you'd want a tool that's user-friendly, low learning curve, and something that's potentially easy for you to use on your app as well, on your phone. So AI empowers you to identify lucrative opportunities, undervalued properties or overvalued properties, and also helps you with determining what the trends are likely to be. It frees up your time, frees up the time of you as an agent, frees up the time of your colleagues as well, and frees up the time for you to focus on other things that humans are good at. So negotiating, building relationships, winning new business. And remember, AI is a tool. It's expertise, it's whatever information it presents you with should advisedly have a human at the end making the final decision. So we'll look at some case studies just to help drive this point home. We'll look at 3 case studies from Zurich Insurance Company, Plexus Law Firm, and Vodafone. So we'll go with the first one, Zurich. So what the situation with Zurich was, they wanted to automate the claims review process while still maintaining a very high degree of accuracy. And in this instance, what they did was they deployed a solution with Expert AI, or according to Expert AI, and the end result was that the claims review time was reduced by 50x, or 50 times. They saved 8 hours of time per policy review, and this reduced annual underwriting leakage by $40 million. So something that's quantifiable like this is something that you can apply to your business. So Zurich turned to Expert AI's natural language technology. So this is essentially where you can feed a contract into one of the models, large language models, or one of your small language models, and train it to be able to interpret what the information it's seeing is, and train it to present you with an output based on what meets your criteria. So if you did that for the multitude of contracts you're likely to deal with, then that you'd see similar sorts of savings as Zurich has mentioned. The next one we'll look at is a law firm called Plexus. Again, theirs was more about saving time on legal work and the high volume of claims that they have to handle. And in the end, it's all about training the AI model to understand contracts and be able to review documentation. And the end result for them was a better user experience. They're able to reduce the review times and the costs. As you can imagine, law firms tend to charge by the hour. If they're able to reduce that, their clients are happy, they're happy, and there's a better employee satisfaction. So eliminating tedious and repetitive manual data entry tasks, that in itself is a good win for the people involved in that business. Then the final one is one from Vodafone. There are 2 case studies here from Vodafone. Let's say customer interaction management solution, which is something that you'd have in your agency. Okay. So the solution here for Vodafone is all about the customer interaction and how much time that they ended up saving and how much cost they're able to save as well, or reduce. And then final thing is they're able to achieve a 90% accuracy for automatic categorization of content. So reduce the number of humans involved in categorizing their content, and the machine was able to achieve 90% accuracy. That may be better than humans. I'm not sure. It's not clear from this case study what the benchmark was, but for them it was a big win. So picture yourself as the real estate professional. You have AI implemented. What would you get it to do? Do you want it to help review your contracts and reduce that mundane task? Do you want it to help highlight any contracts that are due to expire and then let you know that you should be contacting the tenant to renew their contract or to move out? And it can also help you monitor any compliance requirements that you have and make sure that you're able to fulfill those. So with Autori, the specialty is automating of business processes and helping you go from being a second generation real estate professional to the third generation real estate professional who's dependent on AI, who's automated mundane tasks, and whose business has grown or improved by 58 times, as we saw in Zurich's case. This is possible for you as a business. The key thing is work with a partner who knows what they're doing. Autoree.ai can work with you, create chatbots, create the models and train the models if that's what you need, or teach you how you can use RAGs to update the context within which you utilize these AI models within your business. So you can reach us via our website on autoree.ai, so AUTORE.ai, or send an email to uwa@autoree.ai. We're also available on the socials: Instagram, Facebook, X, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Leave a comment, subscribe, and like this content. Let us know what it is you liked about this content, or provide us any feedback so that we can improve this series for all of us. So until next time, keep winning.